Since I posted a video the other day of my new winter carry gun, my Smith & Wesson 586 L-Comp 357 Magnum revolver, a lot of people have wanted to see a closer look at the gun. They aren't really familiar with this model of a gun, so they wanted to see some of the finer details of this firearm. Well, like I said, one of the reasons I'm switching to this gun is because it is a 7-shot 357 Magnum. My previous carry gun was a 6-shot 357 Magnum, which I'll probably go back to in the summertime because it's a much lighter gun. This gun is heavier. Now, a lot of people will say, well, that makes this gun shoot easier, right? Because it's heavier. Well, no, it makes them shoot about the same because this gun is heavier than my Chiappa, but the Chiappa has that lower barrel. So it actually shoots about the same and you get a lighter gun with the Chiappa. So if you don't like heavy guns, I would still recommend the Chiappa. But if you don't mind some weight on your belt, this gun right here is an awesome gun if you want to get that extra round of 357 Magnum. Now the gun comes with these cherry wood. They're a laminate grip. I actually like laminate grips over solid hardwood grips. A lot of people don't like laminate grips, but I like them because they're stronger and I think they absorb recoil a little bit better. They absorb that vibration a little bit better because they're denser. These ones aren't the best in the world. A lot of people don't like these. I'm not sure who makes these. I don't know if it's Aaron's or who it is that makes these ones, but I'm not crazy about them. I might try some different grips on this gun. Now, the main feature on this gun is that it is compensated. That's why it's called an L-Comp. A lot of people ask, what's the L stand for? And I don't know. I'm thinking maybe Larry, or maybe Lawrence, if you want to be more precise. So maybe Lawrence Comp is the gun's name. That's why I'm calling it Larry. I had an Uncle Larry when I was younger who scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. So I named it after him. This will be called Larry. I'm not afraid of him now that I'm an adult. He's an old man now. I could probably push him down and run away if I had to. So I named this gun Larry after the L in L-Comp. So if you want to know what it really stands for, I guess you'll have to look it up because I obviously don't know. And I don't know how well you can see that front sight blade right there, but it is a tritium night sight. And you're going to say, oh, that's a nice feature. No, it's really not. This thing is almost impossible to see. In the daylight, I can't see the black blade in between the black rear sights because, I'm getting older, don't see quite so well. So I just don't like this sight at all. I'll probably be changing that out also. Now, a lot of people are wondering, what's the trigger like on this gun since it's a performance center gun? The performance center guns have the nicer triggers. So let's do a quick test here and show everyone the weight on the single action pull and the double action pull on this gun. After 10 pulls, the double action trigger averaged at exactly 8.5 pounds. Now let's try the single action. So after 10 pulls of the trigger, the single action trigger is weighing in at just under 3 pounds. That is a very light, crisp trigger. And that double action trigger is also very smooth and very crisp. So the trigger on this gun, as I expected it to be, is pretty amazing. And it's very solidly built. It's very well put together. The barrel's good and straight here. As you can see here, the barrel is acceptable because it's nice and straight. And, well, I guess I actually shouldn't say straight. I should probably say properly aligned. When I say straight, it makes it sound like I'm being homophobic. I mean, I really don't care how this gun swings. It can go whichever way it wants to, as long as it's there when I need it. So let's just say the barrel is properly aligned. I haven't seen one that's improperly aligned for quite a while. So I'm hoping that's a problem that Smith & Wesson has taken care of, and hopefully it's behind them now. Now, one little thing I will say that I'm not too crazy about on this gun, this particular gun, is since this is a 586, it's not a 686. Instead of being stainless like a 686 Plus, it is a carbon steel gun and it is blued, or it is at least coated black. And on this gun, it looks like when they sanded it, they may not have sanded it all evenly because when they applied the bluing, the barrel is glossier than the rest of the gun. The gun isn't that light matte finish that I've seen on some of the previous guns. It's actually more satiny than that, but the barrel is downright glossy. So I am going to call Smith & Wesson and ask them why the barrel is downright glossy. Maybe the rest of the gun might get glossy too because it looks like it's getting a little glossy up here where I've been carrying it in a holster. So maybe eventually it'll just wear in evenly. But for right now, I'm wondering why that barrel is glossy and the rest of the gun is more satiny. But even though this is a $1,000 gun, I didn't buy it to be a beauty queen. I bought this to be a workhorse. So I'm not too worried about that. I just would like to get some information on it just so I know. I like to know things sometimes. I don't like being wrong all the time. So occasionally I like to find things out. But that, like I said, is about the only issue I have with this gun other than the fact that I hate this front sight. I'm not crazy about these grips. And I'm probably going to change both of those things in a couple of days as soon as some stuff comes in that I ordered from Amazon. So I'll get back with you a little later after I've shot this gun a little more and I get some better sights on it, some better grips on it. Maybe. Like I say, I'm not real sure about these grips yet. They did okay, but I think some other grips might do better. But as I said, as I update the gun, I'll let you know. But for now, that's a good first look at my Smith & Wesson 586 L Comp, otherwise known as Larry.